What's going on, my video viewing audience? Leonard Roy coming at you. In some circles, Leonard Remix Roy. Whoop-de-damn-do. I'm going to try to make a long story short with all of this. On May 1st, 2025, was two individuals, Chicago, trying to convince me of the doggone hip-hop scene in Chicago and the street dancing and the cypher and all this stuff that didn't even exist like that at all, right? And they're talking about, what's this guy? Shabba-Doo. Okay, there's his picture. This guy was in Breaking, right? Now, y'all probably know him. Let me get over there. Now, okay, they're like, yeah, he was born and raised in Chicago, and that's all. He made his bones and got popular on the West Coast, okay? Bottom line up front. Teens in Chicago were not pop locking, knee dropping, and all this other stuff, spinning around on linoleum, breakdancing, and the graffiti. No, they got the mural that's painted up there. Okay, look, Chicago was a city heavy in gang culture, okay? Now, when Martin Luther King came to Chicago, his security force was, what are those guys over on the west side? They weren't Blackstones. And they weren't Gangster Disciple. Willie Lloyd, Vice Lords. There you go. I had to think of it. It's been a while because I left Chicago. Vice Lords. They were Martin Luther King's security staff. Yeah. So you couldn't go on in some neighborhood in Chicago. Yeah, well, we're going to do a graffiti. We're going to do a mural or that. Not in Chicago, you wasn't. You get all upside your head going to somebody's doggone neighborhood. Or rather, somebody's hood on some, yeah, we gonna do it. No. Now, maybe in a Puerto Rican and a Mexican neighborhood, hey, maybe it was going down. I don't know. The black neighborhoods, hell to the no. And they're sitting here trying to tell me all this stuff, talking about Soul Train ran until 1976. I'm like, no, it did not. It did not. Soul Train ran 1 year in Chicago, Monday through Friday, 1971. I think it aired at 3:30, and it was on. I know it was on channel 26 because I would be watching Speed Racer. My sister would be watching Soul Train, and the rooms were this far apart, and she turned the TV up like, it wasn't enough volume on the damn thing, and my mother would always come from the front room to the back and snap. Turn that beep off, down, something. Keep on here. Keep on. My mother was wild. I love her to death because she's like, I'll throw that TV out the damn window. Because when she said something, she meant it. That was just how she rolled. Now, I was told, well, you had to know where to go to okay, fine. Had to know where to go. You know who had their fingers on the pulse of young Chicago for decades and decades and decades? The longest running black DJ in Chicago in the history of DJing, Herbert Rogers Kent. Herb Kent. Yeah, he was on WVON, okay? WVON was purchased by Chess Records so that they could always feature their music for all of Chicago to get around payola. Now, what did the call signs mean? VON, Voice of the Negro. They can't tell you that. Whenever something was going on with the young people, Herb Kent was announcing it on the show, his radio show. He ain't never announced nothing about no graffitiing and pop locking and all this stuff here. Okay, if that's the case, you want me to believe that? Chicago. Where are the Chicago hip hop DJs? I'll wait. You got a lot of steppers DJs. You got more house music DJs than you can wave a stick at. Hip hop DJs from back in the day, people rapping, they out there. Where? There's plenty of footage of house music from way back in the day. Hell, you even got doggone video from the copper box. The bus stop. Charlie Green, 1974. Come on now. Stop playing. They trying to convince me of something that didn't exist. So I just wanted to put that out there. And, anybody tell you something like that, they got to show you some receipts. So let me get into some more history of Soul Train, because I didn't want these videos to really go too far past the 5-minute mark. But I tell you what, you don't see any reruns of Soul Train because they didn't have the budget for it. Soul Train was broadcast live every episode, Monday through Friday. It was a one and done. If you missed it, you would never see it again. Deuces.